Okay, dear students, in previous class we were discussing regarding the alcohol abuse. Let's continue with that alcohol abuse only. In today's class we will discuss regarding what are the effects of alcohol on an human individual. So there are so many the effects the alcohol leave on our body and various systems of our body. In that, the first one is the effect of alcohol on liver. Effect of alcohol on the liver. So what are all the effects the alcohol cause over the liver? Means it includes the four effects. In that first one is alcoholic fatty liver, and the second one is alcoholic hepatitis, and the third one is alcoholic cirrhosis, and the fourth one is cholestasis. So these are the four different effects that are caused by chronic alcoholism. What do you mean by chronic alcoholism? Means the long-term consumption of the alcohol in higher dosages that leads to damage to the liver cells, and as well as it leads to the malfunction of the liver. So that effects are called as the effect on the liver. In that first one, alcoholic fatty liver. What do you mean by alcoholic fatty liver? Means because of the chronic consumption of the alcohol, what happens? The liver becomes enlarged. Means the size of the liver becomes increased. There is abnormal increase in the size of the liver. So liver becomes enlarged and its color changes to yellow, and the liver becomes greasy and as well as firm. So these are the changes takes place in the liver. Then it is called as alcoholic fatty liver. So why these changes takes place then? Why the color of the liver changes and why it becomes yellow and greasy and firm? See, because of the chronic intake of the alcohol or the consumption of the alcohol, liver cells which are called as hepatocytes, they are distended by a large fat globules. What is the meaning of that one? There will be a deposition of more fat in the fat globules of hepatocytes. In our body, where the unused nutrients get stored in the form of fat, that is in the hepatocytes, that is liver cells. Because of the storage of more fat content in the fat globules, liver cells becomes distended. Okay, so which push the hepatocyte nucleus against cell membrane, against the cell membrane. See, if this is the hepatocyte, here the, what is that one? The empty fat globules are present. Because of the large fat globules, what happens? Their nucleus will be pushed towards or pushed against the cell membrane, so that hepatocytes or the liver cells become distended. So, as a result of that one, as a result of consumption of alcohol in a chronic manner, what happens? There will be increase in synthesis of fat in the liver. So there will be increase in the fat synthesis in liver. So only this condition is called as alcoholic fatty liver. Alcoholic fatty liver. There will be a more synthesis and more storage of the fat in the liver cells, and such condition is called as alcoholic fat liver or the fatty liver. So only liver cells or the liver become enlarged. This is one of the effect of alcohol on the liver. And the second one, next one is alcoholic hepatitis. You know, the hepatitis, nothing but the inflammation of the liver. Hepato refers to liver and itis means inflammation. So inflammation of liver due to chronic alcoholic intake or the consumption. So it is called as alcoholic hepatitis. So what happens in this condition means here, it is characterized by degeneration of the hepatocytes, degeneration of liver cells. Liver cells, they get degenerated or get damaged or destructed. So the damaged hepatocytes, in such degenerated or the damaged hepatocytes, they are surrounded by polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Polymorphonuclear leukocytes, that is PMNL cells. So their function is to destroy the degenerated hepatocells. So that liver cells, they get destructed by the polymorphonuclear cells or the leukocytes. So the hepatocytes at this condition may be a pale in color, means there will be a light pigmentation can be seen in the liver cells, and they become swollen or enlarged, and some of them contain even, what is that one? Okay, some of them contain dense eosinophilic masses, means the eosinophils get deposited or they get or they form groups or their number increases in such hepatocytes which are swollen and pale because of the chronic alcoholic intake. So when such mass or the dense of eosinophilic masses are present in the swollen hepatocytes, these masses are called as Mallory's hyaline, a very important bit for the NEET examination. Where do you find the presence of Mallory's hyaline means that is liver cells of an chronic of a person who is consuming the alcohol continuously, means the chronic alcoholism leads to the damage of the liver cells. In such damaged liver cells, there will be a mass of the eosinophils. Such mass of eosinophils is called as Mallory's hyaline. So at this condition, this is called as alcoholic hepatitis, that is inflammation, the swelling of the hepatocytes. Next is alcoholic cirrhosis. This is the major damage being caused to the liver. See, with the continued intake of alcohol, when a person is addicted for the alcohol and continuously go on consuming the alcohol in a chronic manner, then what happens? That continuous intake of the alcohol leads to destruction of the liver cells called as hepatocytes, and also the fibroblast. What do you mean by fibroblast? The cells which secrete or release the fibers, those are called as fibroblast. So due to continuous intake of alcohol, there will be a destruction of the liver cells as well as fibroblast. As a result, what happens? There will be a stimulation for the collagen protein formation. There will be a stimulation for the collagen protein formation from this damaged fibroblast. Such condition make the liver very firm and it loses its function. The damaged part of the liver loses its function. Such condition is called as alcoholic cirrhosis. Once the collagen protein formation takes place in the liver, means that part of the liver becomes non-functional. So such condition is called as alcoholic cirrhosis. Next is cholestasis. What do you mean by cholestasis? Chole means bile. Stasis means standing still. Nothing but the name itself indicates here that one, it is the stoppage in the flow of bile. You know that one, the bile juice is synthesized and is secreted by the liver. So the liver which is synthesized do not flow and it remains in that liver itself. So that condition is called as the cholestasis, that is stoppage in the flow of the bile. So such a condition is characterized by the symptoms such as the jaundice, so in which the skin and then the nails as well as the eyeball turn into yellow color. Next, there will be abdominal pain and hepatomegaly. What do you mean by hepatomegaly? Nothing but enlargement of the liver. The liver get enlarged because of the, what is that one? Stoppage of flow of bile and retention of that bile in liver itself. So such condition is called a stasis. So these are the 4 different type of effects occurs in the liver due to chronic alcoholism. Make a note of these points now. Later we will discuss regarding the effect of alcohol on nervous system too. So next is regarding the effect on the nervous system. See how the alcohol affects the nervous system of the person who is consuming the alcohol. So these are characterized as, means those effects on the nervous system are characterized as, what are the effects it show? Means willpower of that individual, judgment power as well as self-control becomes decreased. His willpower will becomes reduced. He is not able to make the judgments properly, and also the self-control will be reduced. You might have seen the person with alcohol intake or the drunken human individual, how they behave. Their self-control become reduced. They are not able to judge on the ongoings properly. That is because of the effect of alcohol on the nervous system. That is one effect. Next one is control on the emotions become reduced. You might have seen the various videos in the movies as well as the ads also from the Family Welfare Committee also. The drunken person, okay, as he has lost self-control and also control of the emotions become reduced, he may beat, okay, his own family members. He may make a nuisance in the public. He may not be under the control of his own willpower because of the reduced willpower. So his emotions towards the family or the friends or the society becomes reduced. Means his emotional values becomes reduced or decreased. The moral sense becomes reduced. How to behave in the society, what the other may think about me or my behavior, okay, how I should behave or how I should not behave, that moral sense will be lost because of the effect of alcohol on the nervous system. After the alcohol effect is over, then the person may behave normally. And what behavior he had shown during that alcohol intake, he may not be aware of that after that effect is gone. You might have observed these type of incidences in your surroundings also, right? So moral sense becomes reduced. Next, what happens? This alcohol may also cause damage to the cerebellum region of the brain. When the cerebellum region of the brain is affected, this region mainly coordinates musculoskeletal movements in our body. So only when it becomes affected, that result in a loss of the muscle coordination. Because of that only, the person show a staggering gait, means he may not stand properly. Okay. He may not stand properly and he gets staggered here and there, okay, and he may fall off very often, not able to stand, not able to sit, right? So that is called as a staggering gait. And incoherent speech. What do you mean by incoherent speech? His speech or his words will not be proper, okay. So he may not speak properly. And because of the loss of coordination of muscular movements, he show a staggered gait and his speech will not be proper, or he may not pronounce the words correctly, and he may not have the sense of what he is talking or what speech he is giving. So that is because of the effect on cerebellum region by the alcohol. Next is inflammation of the axons. See, the axons of a nerve cell or the neuron may get inflammation because of the alcohol, and so the neurons leads to what is neuritis. What is the meaning of that one? Means inflammation of the axon of the neuron that leads to a condition called as neuritis. Means inflammation of the nerve cell or the neuron, particularly the axon part of the neuron get inflamed or inflammation. That is because of the chronic intake of alcohol, right? And some of these effects may also be seen in the acute alcoholism also. This is regarding the effect of alcohol on the nervous system. Next is the effect of alcohol on stomach. How the alcohol causes ill effect on the stomach and its gland means. Particularly the high dose of alcohol causes ill effects on the gastric glands, so which play a significant role in the secretion of gastric juices for the digestion of the food, right? Such gastric glands get the ill effect by the high dosage of the alcohol. What happens means these gastric glands secrete gastric juices in excess quantity than the required volume. So how much gastric juice is required for the digestion of the food? More than that, excess quantity of the gastric juices will get secreted. That is because of the high doses of alcohol and its ill effect on the gastric glands. So only it causes inflammation of the gastric mucosa. The mucosa, which is protecting the walls of the stomach from acidic content. So such mucosa get inflammation because of the excess secretion of the gastric juices. So this condition is called as gastritis. That is inflammation of the gastric mucosa. That is called as gastritis. And this may also result in gastric carcinoma, that is the cancer of epithelial covering of the stomach wall, that is called as gastric carcinoma, and also the peptic ulcer, the ulcer of the peptic glands or the peptic cells of the stomach glands. They may develop ulcers, that is called as peptic ulcer. These are the effect of alcohol over the stomach. And when the dilute alcohol is taken, means that is 10% of the alcohol is consumed, it stimulates gastric secretion, particularly the more secretion of the acid, nothing but the HCl. You know that one, in gastric glands there is a special type of cells called as oxyntic cells. They secretes hydrochloric acid. That secretion of the hydrochloric acid from the oxyntic cells will be stimulated, so there will be excess secretion of the acidic secretions from the gastric glands when 10% of alcohol is consumed. And in case of acute alcoholic intake, what do you mean by acute alcoholic intake and what do you mean chronic alcoholic intake means? Chronic alcohol intake means a long-term intake or consumption of the alcohol. Every day they used to take some quantity of the alcohol. That is called as chronic alcoholism. Acute alcoholism means suddenly or very occasionally or for the first time you are taking an alcohol, means that is called as acute alcoholism. Every day that person will not consume the alcohol. Very occasionally or for the first time when they take the alcohol, that is called as acute alcoholism, and that make result in such intake, acute intake of alcohol result in inflammation of the esophagus. Inflammation of the esophagus, that is the food pipe, that is called as esophagitis. Esophagitis. And also causes inflammation of the stomach, which is called as gastritis. These are the esophagitis and then the gastritis are the result of acute alcoholism. So these are the effects of alcohol over the nervous system and stomach. Make a note of these points. Later we will discuss regarding the other effects also. So next is the effect on heart and then the kidneys. See, what is the effect of alcohol on the heart means? See, when the alcohol is being consumed more quantity or a chronic alcohol consumption, that leads to the deposition of alcoholic fat. Previously we have discussed that one. As the alcohol going to leave the effect on the liver, there will be increased synthesis of the fat in the liver. So that alcoholic fat may get deposited in the blood vessels. When it gets deposited in the walls of the blood vessels, then what happens? Say for example, this is what a blood vessel. This is what blood vessel. This is what the lumen or the empty cavity of the blood vessel for the flow of the blood or circulation of the blood. Because of deposition of this fat on the blood vessels or the wall of the blood vessels, when the fat getting deposited on the wall of the blood vessels, what happens here? The lumen of the blood vessel becomes reduced. The empty cavity or the lumen which is present for the transport or the circulation of the blood becomes reduced. When it becomes reduced, that increases the blood pressure. That increases blood pressure and also increases the activity of the heart. In order to pump the blood through that narrow blood vessels, heart has to increase its function. So, what is the effect of alcohol on the heart means? It increases the blood pressure and then the activity of the heart by narrowing the lumen of the blood vessels because of the deposition of alcoholic fat. So that also increases the risk of heart disorders too. And also with related to the blood, what happens here? The chronic alcoholism leads to the increase in the size of RBC. RBC's size increases. That is red blood cells or the red blood corpuscle size increases. And their number, but the number of the RBC, these two are antagonistic or opposite to each other. Size of the RBC increases, but the number of the RBC decreases. Similarly, WBC and platelets number also get reduced by chronic alcoholism or because of chronic alcoholism. So these are the effects of alcohol on the heart as well as the blood components. Next is the effect of alcohol on the kidneys. See, alcohol reduces the release of the ADH, that is anti-diuretic hormone from the pituitary gland. When the ADH, that is the anti-diuretic hormone secretion is reduced from the pituitary gland, this ADH activity or the function over the balance of the body fluids or retention of the water or reabsorption of the water from the various parts of the tubules of the kidney become reduced. Means reduction in the ADH secretion, due to which what happens? There will be excess amount of water is lost in urine. So excess amount of water will be lost from the body through urine or in urine. If the ADH was released or secreted in a proper quantity or the normal quantity means ADH increases the reabsorption of the water from the renal tubules so that the more amount of water will not get lost in the urine. Due to decrease in the ADH secretion here, more amount of water is lost from the body in urine, and so here we can call that. So alcoholism that greatly increases or causes dehydration condition in the body. So more the dehydration, okay, so more closer that individual will be for the death. The dehydration may also leads to death. So this is what the effect of alcohol on kidneys. So let's see what are the other effects means. See, the heavy drinking can cause us alcoholic myopathy. So here padi means pain, myo refers to muscle. So here what happens? The chronic alcoholism or the heavy drinking can cause myopathy, nothing but the pain in the muscles. That is, so it is characterized by painful and swollen muscles. So how we can diagnose it means, in such conditions what happens, the serum creatine phosphokinase, this enzyme levels will be high in our blood. So what happens in such condition, the serum creatine phosphokinase enzymes will be at a higher level. See, this is required for the maintenance of or the normal functioning of the muscles of the heart as well as various parts of our body and even in the brain also, function of the brain. So high level of this CK, that is creatinine phosphokinase, that leads to the pain or swelling in the muscles. So okay, so which enzyme level will be increased because of heavy drinking means here, that is the serum creatine phosphokinase. Next is other effect is alcohol, as I said previously, increases the size of the RBC but leads to the reduction or the decrease in the RBC numbers. So it leads to mild anemia. So whenever the RBC number decreases or the hemoglobin content decreases in our blood, that condition is called as anemia. So alcoholism leads to mild anemia. And the chronic alcoholism, if it is manifested with the heavy drinking, means continuously alcohol is being consumed in heavy dosages, that leads to decrease in the production of the WBCs and as well as reduction in the aggregation of the platelets. When there is a reduction in the aggregation of the platelets, okay, there will be a delay in the formation of blood clot, so that if any injury or the wound occurs or that cut occurs in the body means more blood may bleed from the body. So these are the effects of the alcohol over the muscles and then blood cells, kidney and then the heart. Not on these points now, later we will discuss regarding other effects also. So what is the effect of alcohol on the skeletal system? The next one is effect of alcohol on the skeletal system. It includes that one. See, alteration in the calcium levels or calcium metabolism, that taught us the calcium levels in our body, that is blood and bone means, that causes increased risk for the fracture and osteonecrosis. You know that one? The calcium metabolism is being balanced by, okay, the TCT, that is thyrocalcitonin hormone secreted from the thyroid gland and parathyroid hormone secreted from the parathyroid gland. So that metabolism of the calcium may get altered because of the alcohol on skeletal system. As a result of that one, what happens here? There will be increased risk of the fracture of the bones. Means amount of calcium deposition into the bones becomes reduced, or the calcium content in the bones become resorpted into the blood, and also causes osteonecrosis. What do you mean by osteonecrosis? Nothing but the necrosis means the death of the tissue here, and that nothing but here death of bone tissue or the bone mass. Particularly at the head of the femur is the longest bone present at the thigh region, right? thigh bone is called as a femur. So the head of the femur may undergo necrosis, that is osteonecrosis. So these are the effect of alcohol on the skeletal system. Next, alcohol can also lead to the hormonal changes. So which hormones get changed here means particularly the increase in the cortisol levels. You know that one cortisol is an glucocorticoid which is secreted from the adrenal gland, right? That cortisol level increases. Similarly, inhibition of the vasopressin. So it leads to the dehydration in the body. Okay. Next is a reversible decrease in serum thyroxine and also the marked decrease in the triiodothyronine, that is T3 hormone. So the T4 and then the T3 hormones which are secreted from the thyroid glands, when they get decreased, what happens? So it includes the symptoms such as the depression and constipation, the weight gain, unusual weight gain. So these are the results of what is that? Decrease in the serum thyroxine and the triiodothyronine. So these are the hormonal changes takes place because of the chronic alcoholism or heavy drinking. And lastly, the other effect of the heavy drinking is that if the heavy drinking is carried out during the pregnancy, if the pregnant woman is a heavy drinker, then what happens? That result in the consequences for the, what is that one? The fetal development. It leaves impact over the developing fetus. It has the effect over the developing fetus. What are those effects means? It causes a syndrome called as a fetal alcoholic syndrome. That is FAS, fetal alcoholic syndrome. What happens or what are the effects of this syndrome over the developing fetus means? It causes facial changes. The normal structure of the face to be developed in that fetus get altered. So it leads to facial changes and poorly formed concha, nothing but the cavity. So here the cavity is present in the ear, right, or the pinna, right? So this is what the pinna, that is external ear, and here cavity present is called as concha. So that concha will be poorly developed. And small teeth with faulty enamel. The teeth will be small in size and the enough amount of enamel will not be formed over the teeth. The enamel is the covering of the teeth, which is the hardest tissue present in our body or the hardest substance present in our body. So that the teeth will be very weak. And the defect in the formation or defect in the development of atria as well as the ventricle of the heart. So these are the symptoms or so these are the malformations that takes place in the developing baby if the pregnant woman is an heavy drinker. So these are the various effects of alcohol in an human individual. Okay, so this is regarding the various effects of the alcohol. Hope you have noted down all these points and note down these points also. And what are the effects of alcohol with other substances that we will discuss later. Thank you.